Hey everyone, let me just get settled in here. I'm back at the house, back returned from camping. Day 65. I actually sat down with my diary just a moment ago and counted out the days. Man, I'm super proud of myself. But also I'm like, no, it's going too quickly. I've got so much more to say. I've got so much more to teach. I've got so much more to share. It's like, how can this be going so quickly? Day 65? How on earth did that happen? Anyway, bring it down a notch, Myra, and just live in the present moment. So howdy doody, everyone. It's Myra Medhurst here. And I'm coming to you live from inside the private Facebook group, The Golden Path Experience. And if you've never heard me speak on the internet before, well, that's a sad thing. But now I'm excited that we've met potentially, and I'll meet you in future timelines if I've not met you in this now moment. But it is all the now moment anyway. You know what I mean. But please, if it is the first time you're ever hearing me speak in Facebook land, I wanted to welcome you to the group. If this is the first live you're joining inside the group, well, please, hello. Let me know where you're tuning in from, what part of the globe that you're from, a little bit about yourself. If you tend to be following these Facebook lives along, the last one was really quite good. I just rewatched it before coming back into the group about leadership. It was really powerful. That little one came to me from Mother Nature. But if you're watching along with the Facebook lives, you're an active member within the group, then all I can say is that I love you. I love you so much, and I'm so happy that you're here. And I'm going to send you all hearts. And if you're watching the replay, you can hashtag replay. And that way I know that I'll be connecting with you also. But I wanted to share this message with you, day 65. What wants to come through? A little bit of a story. Story time. Story time. There's something I want to share. And I want you to think about when you look at someone, you admire their life, they might have what you perceive to be more freedom or like the perfect partner, or they've seemed to appear that they've got life figured out. They might have a great career, they might have the body that you desire, they might have the car that you wish, that they're driving the car that you wish to have, and you feel like that person has it worked out. Life just seems easier for those people, or that they had some advantage. They know something that perhaps you don't. They think maybe in a different way that you don't think. But I want you to just follow along in the story here with me, is that if I could describe like the best assets that I have, the best things that work for me, and if I could describe that feeling to you of the reality of it, this is what I would say. In the world of personal growth, of personal transformation, of spiritual seeking, of ascension, the very basics of ascension, it is mainly a dismantling of the mind. It's a dismantling and a review and an assessment of all the belief systems that you hold. You believe this about the weather, you believe this about how you work, how you earn money, you believe this about your health, you believe these are the good foods for you to eat. You believe love is easy, love is hard. You believe making money is easy, making money is difficult. You believe I find the love of my life and that partner's going to leave me. You believe, it's like it goes on. It's just like whatever. There's a long sea of your beliefs. And in my experience, when you come up in your growth, in your excavating to the authentic self, when you really begin to get a meaty relationship with your divinity, you're going to bump up often with your belief systems. And it's like a energetic web or a net that has been cast over your life, cast over the storyline and the timeline of your life. And at all these intersection points, you're going to butt up and kind of meet with your belief systems around this, around that, around all sorts of things, people, places, emotional world. You'll even have belief systems about how the space of the heart should operate. That's really kept for the feeling world, but it's like the mind gets into everything. This is how the other side of this looks for me and has been my experience. Is the more I've been able to push through these breakthrough points of all of these choice points of where they intersect, all my belief systems, where they all intersect with a newer version of who I'm becoming. And so the consciousness growth wants to expand and elevate, and it's what's pulling my spirit forward. But at those intersection points of that kind of energetic net, this grid of the construct, at every single point, it's going to butt up against that and it's going to cause friction. It's like, oh, I'm not worthy for that level of expansion. It's like, no, I shouldn't do that. Like the last time I did that, I failed and I lost money. Or, oh no, it's like I won't go and get another partner again because the last time that didn't work out well for me. And it's like the more your level of consciousness wants to expand and reach new heights, you are always going to be met with the construct of your mind. And the only limiting factor to us all awakening, to all growing, to all becoming the people and the versions of ourselves that we dream about, that we know to be a true version of us, that growth of the consciousness is only kept at the level because of the mind and because of your belief. So there's this beautiful expression that I have, and I use this tactically because I know it's part of the awakening process, is when I can share information or when I can share a story, I can share an experience of where it blows your mind. I want to blow your mind because it is the mind here that is keeping a lid on your ascension growth, on the highest timeline, on the new version of the high reality of your growth and the expansion of your consciousness. I assure you, your level of consciousness is kept there because of the belief system you have in your mind. This is why children are so remarkable and so sacred, because they play more in the realm of imagination. Because if you can imagine it, if you can believe it, if you can dream about it, yes, 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 yes. Because the consciousness and the spirit and the soul will continue to pull it forward, expand, and grow, grow, grow. Become more elevated, become more real. And you can feel it. So you feel when the mind comes in and goes, don't do that. That's not real. That's not how you do it. This is how you should sit at the table, whatever it is. This is where you should get your information from. I assure you the level of your consciousness is filtered through, and the gatekeeper is actually the mind. So I want to continue to blow your mind. How I can do that is with a direct story. I can do that with factual information. I can do that. Another route is a connection of the heart. And that is beneficial up to some point, but then the mind engages and then begins to tell this heart now how to operate. Or don't be silly. Don't fall in love that quickly. So the best way for me to do it, and the best masters, they know this, they teach this. Advanced yogic practitioners and teachers teach this. They'll do something to blow the mind, and they actually want to put it in a bit of a scattered, paralyzed state. And it's a bit like, what the heck just happened? Is that real? Is that person real? It's like you just want to suspend the mind enough, and then we come quickly into the heart. And this bridge, this gateway begins to open and anchor, and it will have a moment of beginning to assimilate, like embed into the body and into the cellular structure at this point. And now the mind is suspended and not engaged in the practice. And if you can understand the mechanics of this is actually one of the greatest hacks into creating what you want and living a fulfilled life, living in expansive, joyful, exciting life where you actually write the adventures. You begin to create your reality when you understand that this mind needs to be a little bit suspended out of the process. So what that looks like for me is a lot of the time, projects, ideas, nudges, callings, even the day-to-day mundane stuff is always just on a bit of a razor's edge. It's like this real razor kind of edge of a dance. What I mean is, people use the word chaotic, but it's not chaotic to me. It may be at first chaotic to the mind because it doesn't fit the perfectionist. It doesn't fit the ultra planner. It doesn't fit the safety of the parameters that the mind has set. So at times, more often than not, it's a feeling of following the intuition and the nudges and not knowing at all where the next step is. And each time I can do that, I reaffirm to myself that I'm safe, that I was always divinely guided, that I was always on my golden path. My golden path is always presenting itself for me. I can never be off my golden path. I'm always on my golden path. This sort of teaching and training begins to emerge. So it may look from the outside that there is no stability to this, that there is no safety net, that there is no high strategic planning or familiarity in this. And what I found to be true is that there is a deeper sense of safety, a deeper sense of when you're so finely connected and finely attuned to your own navigational tool of reading and assessing the energetic atmosphere around you at all times, and how my individual signature imprints that. I'm always making the right move. And I see that over and over and time again and time again and time again, of things looking like a failure, and they are not. We've been divinely supported in those moments. We've been held and cradled. When the toughest of days and experiences and seasons that are hard are actually the perfect moment to break through. And it was actually my consciousness calling me forward all the time, calling me forward into new levels of expansion, more heart on the line, a greater level of service and impact, a greater level of freedom, of feeling divine grace in my life, of being abundantly supported time and time and time again. When it looks like things are down to the wire and there is nothing left, the resources have all been used up, and in comes this beautiful white dove that just flies in and supports everything in a moment of divine grace. There is such a level of trust. It's freeing. It's scary because my mind engages. My mind wants to know, oh, what's next? What is she doing? What's she doing there? Was she equipped for that? Is she experienced enough for that? Is she got enough followers for that? Is she going to be received? Are people going to understand her? Or don't call her a fraud. If anyone finds out that I haven't been said or done who they thought I was, what happens if they meet me in the flesh and they don't think I am real, or that person that they've met online? What happens if someone says a bad thing about me and they don't like me? They really don't like me. And then people get jealous then they're jealous of me. And then it's like, I can't win there, now they're jealous of me. At times it looks chaotic, but it is a full trust of really big, bold moves in full faith that I have the ability to pull it off, that I'm divinely supported, and I don't do it alone, that I'm divinely supported, that the universe actually comes in and does its part. But I continue to take action day after day after day after day, and sometimes I cannot see the next step. I assure you, I'm down to the last effort. I'm down to the last bar of my energy. I'm down to failure after failure after failure, and it's like I'm down to the last go, the last try. Like, you cannot keep beating me up. This is going to send me crazy. And so big, like, I don't call them visions because I don't want anyone to think that I have big visions. They don't feel like visions to me. It's more of a sense of just stepping into a different movie set. So it's quite normal. I'm trying to like take the mysticism out of this. It honestly just feels like I've walked into a different stage set or a different film set, but I'm in the same building though. I'm in the same place, and it's just like, oh yeah, like we're just changing scene, we're changing character, it's all good. I've still got my support crew around me. It's like hair and makeup is still there, they're still the same people. The director is still the same person, and so there's a familiarity, but it's just this sense of like picking up a new character, a new costume, and walking into a new set. That's what my multidimensional experiences feel like. That's what it feels like when I go through my Akashic records and I work with my DNA and my cellular structure. It's not this whoa, I'm tripping. I can't get my life together. My feet don't touch the ground for 3 days. It's not like that at all. I'm really trying to normalize this, is that the faster you can work out for yourself and know for yourself that you are multidimensional. You are multidimensional. All humans are. The whales and the dolphins are. We have a special gift. This is one of our divine powers. We are all multi-dimensional. And every humanoid, not just on this planet, on every other single planet out there in the multiverses, they're all multi-dimensional as well. It's not a crazy idea. We've actually been built and designed this way. Just as a baby is learning to eat for the first time with their own hands, they're learning a new skill, but their ability to feed themselves was always there. We were just waiting for the maturity from the appropriate time for that human to understand that they are actually in control of their hand. They can pick up the food off the plate and put it to their mouth. Same with our multidimensionality. It's always been there. And humanity are now maturing enough to a level of consciousness where we can actually now begin to graduate and access this gift. It was always there. This is normal. I just want to show you how to eat the food a bit better. That's all. There's particular things that are really good if you want to learn how to access your multidimensional nature over and over and over again, and do it so well that it's so vivid for you in every waking moment. And the more I found, the more I can do that, the more I have a command over every single area of my life. It's like it has a hand in hand. It goes directly with abundance, with business, with wealth, with my joy of life and my excitement and my level of service. Man, I just want to work and work and work and work. It's not even work. I'm just being who I am. And just have crazier, more fun, more creative, more joyful, more exciting adventures of community, of compassion, of connection, of relishing in this awakening process, that we actually get to uncover more and more gifts. And it just feels like Christmas morning. You're opening up another gift. Another one? I thought I'd already opened them all. And you realize, oh man, we haven't even started. There are so many more gifts that humanity, it's all peppered on their golden path, and they get to open them consciously, with conscious awareness, open more and more of the gifts of their consciousness. And the greatest technology on this planet is our consciousness. Beat that, AI. Beat that. The greatest level of technology, I assure you, I remember it very well. The greatest technology on this planet is our consciousness. The greatest technology in this universe, the greatest technology in this whole existence is our consciousness. I have so many more juicy programs and offerings and opportunities to connect closer into my world, closer proximity than ever before, There are so many community group programs I'm about to launch soon. If any of this information has been of benefit, of value to you, please tag a sister, share it with a colleague or a friend. You can invite them into the group if they don't want to belong to Facebook groups. I totally get it. They can follow me on my personal profile, or I've got a YouTube channel now, so you can just easily go and subscribe if you prefer to binge watch content that way. And please, I remember the world before social media. I love a good email. I love coming into people's inboxes once or twice a month. That's about it. But I give you the lowdown. I give you the lowdown and a snapshot of the Golden Path news, hot off the cosmic press, of what's happening for the month, what the crystalline mineral kingdom wants to say for the month we're in, early bird prices for the international retreats. And please keep your eyes peeled. I'm launching an incredible community. It's going to be so epic. This is like my life's work, and I'm going to make it just so affordable for people all over the world. This will be all online. It's a commitment of 12 months. And with that comes, can't give you all the details, but just a little bit. In that one comes 2 in-person live 3-day events. That's in the year community. One of them is going to be held in LA to take care of the leading ladies of light in the States. And the other 3-day live in-person event will be held in Noosa, Australia. And that is all in the community. I love you so much, sisters. Happy travels. If you do travel well in the astral plane, in the dreamscapes, travel well through your total solar eclipse. I love you so much, and please remember, follow your golden path.